I personally think the main reason trust doesn't work today is because people don't even understand how to trust somebody. It's not even about the person that they trust, it's about how we choose to trust somebody. And my point is that when we trust somebody, why do we trust them? You know, that's the first thing. Why do you trust somebody? Well, you trust them because you think you can predict their behavior. You know, if they get stuck in a certain situation, you expect them to respond this way. And I think that's where we make a lot of the failure with our trust, because we all come from different backgrounds and we all see things differently, we process things differently, and we respond to things differently. So when it comes to trust, you can't want to trust somebody because you think when they hit this certain type of situation with you, or this certain type of situation that's in regards to you, that they're going to respond this exact way. You have to trust, you know, that their response will be with good intentions towards your well-being. That's the only thing you can trust, but you can never try to predict behavior. And I think that's what the problem is. People always, you know, they say, I trusted you. How could you betray me? And that's because it's not even about the person they trusted. It's about the disappointment in themselves that they thought they had this power of prediction. They thought they had this control over this individual, or this individual was going to respond the way they want them to respond. And I think that's where trust fails. And if we will sit back and admit, you know, that number one, we don't know everything. You know, number two, what we think is right is not the only right. There may be thousands of rights out there. You know what I'm saying? When the situation comes, then I think we can use our trust more. You know, me personally, I'm a type of guy, if you meet me, I'm gonna tell you straight up, don't trust me until you feel you should trust me. And then if I screw up that trust, that's your fault. You're the one who trusted me. You know, I'm not looking for everybody to trust me. I'm not asking you to trust me. Matter of fact, I don't want you to trust me, because then when you trust me, then that makes me accountable. Now I'm walking on eggshells about everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing, you might be screwed up. So you sitting here trying to trust me to respond a certain way, and you're the one that's the whack job. So of course I'm not gonna respond the way you want me to respond. Then you can run around and tell everybody, oh, Jermaine broke my trust, you know, this and that. So I'm even at that level where it comes to people, and I've had people even come to me and they try and throw that at me. You know, oh man, you my boy, I trust you. And I tell them, whoa, no, don't trust me. Don't put that on me. I don't want you trusting me, because then you got expectations of some sort that I haven't agreed to, you know what I'm saying, and that I don't know about. So let's just keep that trust thing going. You know, trust is divine, and that's for certain types of people. And like even me, you know, I trust the instructors I create, but every instructor that I create under me, the main thing that they have, and the main reason I create them, because they got their own personality. They have their own character, and they're never going to make the exact same decision that I make. And sometimes, you know, the decision they make is wrong compared to what I make. But I trust their intention, that they're still trying to, whatever decision they make is for the betterment of the school, it's for the betterment of the students, it's for the betterment of the martial arts, it's for the betterment of the individuals they're dealing with. So I think we all would look at trust in that way and not want to be so trusted by everybody. And look at it even that me allowing you to trust me is an honor. You know, if I say, you know, you can trust me, that's because I believe that you're competent to trust me. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know that's a little confusion, but that's the whole thing. Sometimes you gotta get into the particulars and you gotta shred stuff apart and find out what makes it what it is. And that's what we don't do nowadays. You know, everybody wants fast, quick. They want to just their way, and if they don't get it, wham, kick my feet. Here comes some psychologist to say that either I didn't get hugged enough by my mom or I got hugged too much by my mom. But either way, whichever one it is, I'm not accountable for my behavior. You know, so that destroys trust, because to be trusted, you got to be accountable for your behavior, and you have to get to know someone before you issue your trust to them. And you can't be disappointed because they just don't do what you want them to do. That's not betraying your trust all the time. You know, that you have to look at, well, why did you do that? You know, even if, let's say, I leave my daughter at home, okay, and you know, I say, hey, Caitlin, you know, I'm leaving you here. I trust you with the house and this, and I go out of town. She throw a big party, blowout smash party. I come home, house a little tore up. I hear about the spot. I say, why'd you do that? I trusted you. Well, and she comes back and say, well, Dad, you know, I've been getting picked on at school and this and that, all this stuff's going on. And I just felt that having this party would make me cool. It would bring my status up, and it could shut down some of the problems I was having at school. Now that's a good reason to throw a party. And if you don't think it is, think back to when you were a kid and you was throwing parties at your parents' house. You know what I'm saying? That's still sensible for a young child to do something like that. So it's not even a betrayal of me when you look at it from her point of view, where she's going to school, which my daughter don't get bullied, or she deals with bullies. You know, I end up having to make sure she don't destroy them. So this is not a story about her. I'm just using this as an example. But the whole thing is, and even saying that if a kid does get bullied, it doesn't make them bad. I'm just letting you know this is just an example. But even saying that, you don't know what a kid's dealing with. If my daughter is in that type of situation and she's going to school and she's dealing with these bullies where somebody's about to get hurt, and I mean like a gun's getting ready to get brought to school, a weapon, or somebody's getting ready to get jumped, you know, maybe she get ready to retaliate, maybe they're getting ready to do something to her, and she sees this way off of what she's learned, that if I throw this party and it puts me in this school status, I shut down all of that crap so I can study and I can educate and learn like I went to school to do. So when you allow somebody to get deep, the person that you trust, into why they didn't make the decision you wanted them to make, you'd be surprised. It might make sense to you. You know, so that's my thoughts on trust, man. I think, you know, be careful who you trust. More importantly, be careful of who you let trust you. You look out at the ocean, you see the rough tides and waves on top. Underneath lay the calm waters. Always remember, it's the calm waters that drown people.